So I'm having a chat with Clit Trip. How are you?
Yeah, we're very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. You are here at 2000 Trees. How's your weekend been so far?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah, it's just such a cool vibe. It's our first time.
Yeah.
So I think we're all very impressed with it, and we just can't wait to play later.
Yeah, absolutely. What, you got any surprises coming up in your set, or is it your normal?
Well, we've got the an old classic. Well, I say that, I mean only to like very few people that might have seen us ages ago. But no, yeah, we've got a bit of an old one that we're putting in, which is cool. But yeah, I think that's. I don't think there's. And some new ones. We've got some new ones.
Yeah.
And as well, some sneak previews of some new stuff.
Good.
So, yeah.
And does that mean we're gearing up to new music then?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah.
Can we say stuff?
I'm not doing it ever.
Are we?
I think so.
Can we say words?
Can we speak?
Preferably, but
Yeah. We have recorded our second album. We just waiting to choose a release date and stuff. Probably.
Coming out too.
Go on.
We've got a little 7-inch coming out in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah. Before the album, so there's a few things popping
Yeah.
out soon. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
sounds good. So, second record. How does this sound in comparison to the debut?
Quite different, I would say. I think it's just kind of like a natural progression of like musicality as a band, and I think Annie just wanted to sing more. Apparently, that's what she used to say. So yeah, I think it's quite different, but I think it still has like our, I don't know.
It was cute. Scott's wife the other day, me and her had a drink, and she said to me, she's like, after I listened to it, she's like, I've loved you forever. But she's like, listening to the second album, she was like, now everyone's gonna get it. And I was like, that was a nice thing that like I feel kind of about that, and I feel like for all of us, but myself specifically, like a little bit more comfortable in the shoes of what we're doing because it is kind of gnarly. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're all pretty happy with it. It was a nicer experience all around recording it too.
Yeah, good. And what was it like writing and recording in such different circumstances compared to the day because of the pandemic?
Yeah, well, so the material itself has sort of spanned over quite a long time, actually. We sort of reignited some older ideas that you always sort of leave unfinished, and we're like, actually, this is cool. And then it was a mixture of that, and then coming up with some brand new stuff. So it all sort of come together quite nicely just in time for when we were needing to record again. And the actual recording process, we recorded with a producer called Alex Gordon, who's Brighton based, and Annie's worked with him previously with solo stuff, so they've got a really good chemistry already. And we recorded out in Shaken Oak Studios in Oxford, and that was on a farm. And it was we spent a week there, and it was just a real nice escape, basically.
Yeah.
And I think we've had a lot of recording processes so far now, and we've kind of learned over those times what's kind of working and what's not working. And it all just seemed to gel really nicely for this recording. So we're hoping that everybody else is as happy with it as we are.
100%. Yeah.
Good. And once you finish here at 2000 Trees, what's the plan next? Are you heading out on tour, doing any more dates? What are you doing?
We have a few festivals here and there in the summer. Our next gig would be at Attitude Festival at the end of July. Then we're also playing a festival in Guernsey, which we're very excited about.
Yeah.
And then our next tour is within the Music Venue Trust thing. So we have a week in the UK in September.
Cool.
And then just loads of little gigs here and there.
Yeah.
We're just happy to be out and playing, really.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And once the pandemic kind of finished, what was it like being back on stage for the first
Oh,
time?
absolutely amazing. I think we just all sort of, we breathe fresh air into our lungs.
It's
really.
what it's all about for bands. I suppose it is maybe for every performer, but like especially for us, like our sort of music we do, it's a live thing,
Yeah.
So and just getting. We've been really blessed with playing some shows. Like one that sticks out in my head now is when we did the Brudenell in Leeds, and it was just like very fortunate to have people that like knew our material there. So it was a really good vibe, and a good good reaction with the crowd and everything. So yeah, it's awesome.
I just remember during lockdown or we just had the little residency in the studio trying to like just write stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously there were no gigs, so we just were there for like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just remember we were all on the same boat, being like, "Is this good?" We can't know, because usually we just try stuff live. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just like to see if the vibe is alright, and then we're just sitting there being like, "This is weird. Like, what is it?" Yeah, it's like, is this okay? I guess we won't know until we play, and we just sort of. We really miss that, because for us it's a process as well. We write and then we just play it live, and then we try and see if it works or if it doesn't. And that's pretty much
What
it.
have you experimented with then in the studio that just simply has not worked for you?
We have been asked to do some, like, I mean, it's nothing to do with our original material, but we had been asked to do some covers. And I just remember me and Scott being in a room trying to like work out this cover.
Oh, no, it was the downtime session.
Yes.
We got asked to do
Yes,
basically like an acoustic version.
And
of
it
our
was
stuff
just
as a downtime session, and we were like, I'm sure there's probably some really talented people out there that actually could do that, but we're not them people. I was like, I only play one note at best, and not chords, and I was like, I don't know how to make this put this on acoustic. So yeah, that was a struggle. So we had to sort of reject that idea. We're like, no, we're just full band or no band.
yeah.
I won't ask you to do a live session for us then.
No. We should probably learn our instruments better.
But yeah, I think that was the one thing that sort of were like, nope, this is not gonna work. In terms of like experimenting with just, I've incorporated more like my sample pad, just trying to use more electronic sounds, which I think worked quite well. And it's just so inspiring to just experiment with new sounds for me specifically.
It's been a game changer, that, hasn't it?
It has indeed, yeah. Because I also just can take off some interludes and stuff that Scott used to do. Scott used to do everything live.
Yeah.
He would just like have to change his pedals and also have a little sound going on between songs, and it was just a bit stressful. So I was like, as soon as I got my pad, just to kind of make everything a bit easier in that sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good. Excellent. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure
Thank
having
you
a
for
chat with
having
you.
us.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you very
mate.
much. Cheers.
Cheers.